Today, I invite you to embark on a journey to uncover the layers of a mystery that is often overlooked, yet holds the key to unlocking our true potential. It's a mystery that stretches beyond the surface of what we see and challenges us to think deeper, to understand more fully, and to break through the barriers that limit us. This mystery, believe it or not, lies within the concept of the Mufti. Not just the outward appearance, but the inner strength, the untapped power we carry within ourselves. What is this mystery? Why do we struggle to find it? And how can it inspire us to not only solve the riddles of our lives, but to conquer them? In the next few moments, we'll dive into this thought-provoking puzzle that, when understood, will reveal not just the secret to success, but the blueprint for a life led by purpose, passion, and resilience. Embracing the unknown within yourself is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward personal growth, transformation, and success. It requires you to step outside of your comfort zone and confront the uncertainties, fears, and challenges that are inherent in the journey of life. The unknown is not something to fear, but rather something to embrace, as it holds the potential for change, self-discovery, and deeper understanding. At the heart of the unknown lies the idea of possibility. When we talk about embracing the unknown, we are not merely referring to the mysteries of the world around us, but also to the uncharted territories within our own minds, hearts, and spirits. These internal spaces are often ignored or avoided because they bring with them discomfort, confusion, or even fear. However, they are also where the most profound growth can occur. Every human being has the capacity for greatness, but it is only when we step into the unknown, when we push past the familiar, that we begin to uncover the hidden potential that resides within us. To embrace the unknown is to accept that we don't have all the answers. It is a recognition that our journey through life is not meant to be linear, predictable, or fully understood in advance. We don't always know what lies ahead, and that uncertainty can be daunting. Yet, this is precisely where growth happens. Life is not about having every step mapped out or knowing exactly what will happen next. It is about facing the unknown with courage and an open mind, ready to explore the possibilities that lie before us. One of the first steps in embracing the unknown is to relinquish control. The desire for control often stems from a need to feel secure or safe. We think that by controlling our environment, relationships, or experiences, we can avoid pain or discomfort. But the truth is that we cannot control everything, and clinging to control can actually limit our potential. Life is full of surprises, and the unknown is often where the most meaningful experiences come from. It is in the uncertainty of new experiences, whether it's trying something for the first time, taking a risk, or venturing into uncharted waters, that we learn, grow, and discover who we truly are. This willingness to let go of control allows us to embrace a state of openness, where we are free to explore and learn from whatever comes our way. The unknown is often where creativity is born. When we are not confined by the boundaries of what we already know, we open ourselves to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of thinking. It is in the unknown that we can innovate, challenge assumptions, and create something that has never been seen before. Many of the greatest breakthroughs in history came from individuals who were willing to venture into the unknown, to push past the limits of conventional thinking, and embrace the uncertainty of uncharted territory. However, embracing the unknown is not always easy. It often involves overcoming fear, fear of failure, fear of the unfamiliar, fear of rejection, and fear of making mistakes. These fears are natural, but they are not meant to paralyze us. Instead, they are signals that we are on the brink of something new. Fear is often a sign that we are pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone, and it is in these moments of discomfort that the most growth can happen. Fear does not need to be avoided. It can be confronted, understood, and used as a tool for growth. The key to embracing the unknown is to cultivate a mindset of curiosity. When we approach the unknown with curiosity, we stop seeing it as a threat and start viewing it as an opportunity. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, we begin to focus on what we can learn, how we can adapt, and what new possibilities may emerge. Curiosity allows us to remain open and flexible, even when we are faced with uncertainty or unexpected challenges. It helps us to navigate the unknown with a sense of wonder and excitement, rather than dread and resistance. In addition to curiosity, embracing the unknown also requires trust. Trust in ourselves, in the process of life, and in the journey we are on. It means trusting that even when we don't know exactly where we are headed, we have the inner resources to handle whatever comes our way. It means trusting that every experience, no matter how challenging or uncomfortable, is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Trusting the unknown doesn't mean that we won't face difficulties along the way. It means that we believe we are capable of navigating those difficulties with resilience and strength. One of the most important aspects of embracing the unknown is understanding that it is a natural part of life. Change is inevitable, and the unknown is simply a reflection of that reality. Life is constantly evolving, and the unknown is where transformation occurs. We are not meant to stay in the same place forever. We are meant to grow, adapt, and evolve, and that process requires us to step into the unknown time and time again. It is through these transitions that we learn more about ourselves, our strengths, our values, and our purpose. When we resist the unknown, we resist the very essence of life itself. We cling to the past, to the familiar, and to what is comfortable. But in doing so, we limit our potential. The unknown is where the magic happens. It is where we encounter new people, new ideas, and new opportunities that we would never have experienced if we had remained stuck in the familiar. By embracing the unknown, we open ourselves to a world of endless possibilities. It is through the unknown that we discover what we are truly capable of. Moreover, embracing the unknown is not just about personal growth. It is also about expanding our horizons and connecting with the world around us. The unknown allows us to experience the richness of life in all its diversity. When we are willing to step into unfamiliar situations, we expose ourselves to different cultures, perspectives, and ways of being. This broadens our understanding of the world and helps us to see beyond our own limited view of reality. The unknown has the power to bring us closer to others, to deepen our empathy, and to foster a greater sense of interconnectedness. In order to embrace the unknown fully, we must also be willing to fail. Failure is an inevitable part of life, and it is often in our failures that we learn the most valuable lessons. When we venture into the unknown, we may stumble, make mistakes, or experience setbacks. But these moments of failure are not signs that we are on the wrong path. They are simply stepping stones on the journey to success. Failure teaches us resilience, perseverance, and humility. It reminds us that we are not defined by our mistakes, but by how we rise after falling. Embracing the unknown means embracing failure as an essential part of the process. It also requires patience. The unknown doesn't always reveal its answers immediately. Sometimes we must walk through uncertainty for a while before we gain clarity. Trusting in the process and allowing ourselves time to navigate through the unknown is crucial to our growth. Patience is a virtue that allows us to stay grounded and centered even when the path forward is unclear. When we embrace the unknown with patience, we give ourselves the grace to learn, evolve, and find our way in our own time. Finally, embracing the unknown is a journey that never truly ends. There will always be more to discover, more to learn, and more to explore. The unknown is not something to be solved or figured out. It is an ongoing process of growth and evolution. Every new challenge, every new experience, and every new opportunity is an invitation to embrace the unknown once again. The journey of embracing the unknown is one of constant discovery, and it is through this journey that we find the depth, richness, and meaning that make life truly extraordinary. By stepping into the unknown within ourselves, we begin to see that the greatest discoveries are not necessarily about what we find, but about who we become in the process. We learn to trust ourselves, to face our fears, and to embrace the possibility of what could be. And in doing so, we unlock the door to a life filled with growth, purpose, and limitless potential. Strength is often hidden beneath external appearances. It is a truth that many of us fail to recognize, often equating strength with outward displays of power or toughness. We tend to associate strength with visible characteristics, muscles, dominance, assertiveness, traits that are easy to spot, easy to admire, and at times, easy to imitate. But true strength, the kind that changes lives and inspires greatness, often does not present itself in such obvious ways. It lies beneath the surface, often disguised by vulnerability, humility, or even what seems like fragility. The nature of true strength is complex. It is not about the loudest voice or the most visible success. It is about resilience, inner resolve, and the ability to withstand life's hardships without being defined by them. True strength is something that builds up over time, shaped by experience and introspection, not just by external circumstances or actions. It is often born out of struggle, from situations that challenge us in ways we never expected, yet it does not announce itself. It is not something that is immediately visible to others. We live in a world that often places an emphasis on surface-level attributes. Physical strength is celebrated in a society that admires athletes and bodybuilders, but emotional and mental strength are often overlooked. People who are able to keep going despite personal loss, emotional turmoil, or internal struggles may not look strong from the outside, but their inner fortitude is profound. Those who have learned to face adversity head-on, who deal with hardship without letting it defeat them, are the ones who possess the most enduring kind of strength. However, these individuals may often be the ones you least expect to have it. Consider the quiet, unassuming person who carries a heavy load of responsibility on their shoulders but never asks for help. On the outside, they may appear calm, perhaps even passive, but inside, they are constantly battling the pressures of life. Their strength does not scream for attention or validation. It is silent, steady, and consistent, yet it is undeniable. This person may not possess the outward traits we often associate with strength, but their internal resilience, the way they manage their struggles without letting them break them, is an incredible form of power. Similarly, the emotional strength of someone who has faced profound loss or trauma can also be hidden from view. We often look at people who appear composed on the outside and assume that they have everything under control, yet these individuals might be facing emotional battles that no one else can see. They may have learned to cope with their grief, fear, or pain in ways that allow them to keep moving forward. This emotional strength does not always manifest itself through visible expressions or dramatic gestures. It is quiet, perhaps even unnoticed, but it is the very strength that allows them to heal, grow, and eventually help others in ways that only someone who has endured such pain can. Physical appearance, too, can be deceiving. We have all likely met individuals who do not meet conventional standards of strength. Perhaps they appear frail or fragile, or they might not have the physical attributes that are typically associated with power. But the true measure of strength is not found in the body. It is found in the spirit. Someone who may not look physically strong on the outside might possess an incredible inner strength that enables them to endure far more than others could imagine. These individuals often have a quiet tenacity, the kind of resilience that carries them through even the most difficult circumstances. On the flip side, those who appear to be strong on the outside may not always have the internal strength to match. Society places a great deal of value on outward appearances, on how we look, how we present ourselves to the world, and the image we project. Yet someone who appears to be powerful, confident, or in control may in reality be struggling internally. It is easy to judge someone based on their outward persona and assume that they have it all together, but the truth is that appearances can be deceptive. Many people who seem to have everything figured out are in fact dealing with their own insecurities, anxieties, and challenges. Their external displays of power may mask deep internal vulnerabilities. True strength is not about creating a perfect image or hiding your weaknesses. It is about accepting yourself as you are, flaws, vulnerabilities, and all, and continuing to move forward despite your imperfections. It is about having the courage to be honest about your struggles while maintaining the determination to push through them. Those who possess true strength are not the ones who boast about their victories or flaunt their accomplishments. They are the ones who quietly persist, who continue to fight even when no one is watching, who rise from their defeats with humility and grace. The concept of strength being hidden beneath the surface is also deeply tied to the idea of personal growth. Often, we do not realize how strong we are until we are tested. Life has a way of putting us through trials that force us to dig deeper within ourselves, to find resources we didn't know we had. These trials may come in the form of loss, failure, rejection, or pain. At the time, we may feel overwhelmed and powerless, but over time, we begin to uncover the strength we never realized was within us. This strength does not appear all at once. It is revealed gradually, often in small moments of perseverance or resilience. It is built through the choices we make in response to adversity. Consider the process of healing from a traumatic experience. In the beginning, it may feel as though the pain will never subside. The weight of the situation may seem unbearable, and it can be easy to assume that there is no way forward. But as time passes, we begin to heal, sometimes imperceptibly. We don't notice the strength we are building until one day we realize that we are no longer consumed by the same pain, that we have moved on in ways that we didn't think were possible. The strength that emerges in these moments is often quiet but powerful. It is not about forgetting the past. It is about moving forward despite it. Moreover, strength can also be cultivated through the way we respond to the challenges that life throws our way. When we face difficulty, we have a choice. We can let it break us, or we can choose to learn from it, to grow stronger because of it. Many people who appear outwardly strong have faced immense challenges and have learned how to use those experiences to build resilience. Their strength does not come from avoiding hardship, but from confronting it head on and refusing to let it define them. It is through this process that true strength is born, not from the absence of difficulty, but from the ability to rise above it. In a society that places so much emphasis on external validation and appearance, it can be easy to overlook the strength that lies beneath the surface. We may be quick to judge others based on their looks, their behavior, or their achievements, but true strength is often not visible at first glance. It is found in the quiet perseverance of those who keep going even when no one is watching, and in the resilience of those who rise after falling. It is the strength to face our fears, to confront our weaknesses, and to keep moving forward despite the obstacles that stand in our way. Ultimately, strength is a deeply personal journey. It is not about how others perceive you or what they think you are capable of. It is about your ability to confront your inner battles, to embrace your vulnerabilities, and to keep pushing forward. True strength is not about how you appear to the world. It is about how you stand tall in the face of your own challenges, how you rise when life knocks you down, and how you continue to grow, even when the world around you may not understand the depth of your strength. Unraveling the mystery is the path to personal growth and resilience. Life, in its very essence, is a constant series of mysteries that challenge us to adapt, evolve, and overcome. Every twist and turn, every obstacle, and every uncertainty we face presents an opportunity to delve deeper into who we are and what we are capable of. These mysteries, whether they manifest in our relationships, our careers, our emotions, or our dreams, hold the key to unlocking our full potential. By embracing these mysteries rather than shying away from them, we open the door to profound self-discovery, growth, and the kind of resilience that shapes our future. The first part of unraveling any mystery is acknowledging that it exists. So often, people go through life ignoring the unknown, avoiding challenges, or pretending that everything is straightforward. This avoidance, however, stifles personal growth. When we refuse to confront the unknown, we miss the opportunity to learn from it. Every mystery that arises in our lives, whether it's a challenge we face or a question we need to answer, is a chance for us to grow. The very act of seeking answers, of trying to understand what is hidden beneath the surface, pushes us to think critically, to problem solve, and to stretch beyond our current boundaries. At first, the unknown can seem intimidating. The mysteries that life presents may feel like obstacles too large to tackle or questions too difficult to answer. We are often afraid of what lies beyond the surface, because confronting the unknown means confronting our own limitations, our own fears, and our own vulnerabilities. But this is precisely why unraveling the mystery is so powerful. It forces us to step outside of our comfort zone and face the parts of ourselves and our lives that we may have been avoiding. It demands courage, resilience, and the willingness to fail, learn, and grow. When we unravel the mysteries in our lives, we are essentially engaging in a process of self-discovery. Every mystery we face provides a mirror through which we can examine ourselves, our beliefs, our desires, and our fears. For example, when we face a personal challenge or a difficult decision, the mystery lies in how we will respond to it. Will we shy away from the challenge, or will we embrace it and learn from it? By embracing the mystery, we give ourselves the opportunity to explore our inner strength, to understand what truly drives us, and to unlock the potential that may have been dormant inside us all along. Through this process of unraveling, we begin to understand that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. The answers to the mysteries we encounter may not always come easily or quickly, and sometimes the answers we seek may not be the ones we expect. However, it is in the pursuit of these answers that we learn the most. The struggles we face, the uncertainty we endure, and the perseverance we display in the face of adversity all contribute to our personal growth. Every step we take toward unraveling the mystery shapes us, strengthens us, and builds resilience in ways that we may not initially recognize. Resilience is a crucial aspect of unraveling the mystery. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to persevere in the face of challenges, and to keep moving forward despite the obstacles that stand in our way. Life's mysteries often come with difficulty, and the path to understanding is rarely a smooth one. We encounter roadblocks, we experience failure, and we face moments of doubt. But resilience is what allows us to keep going. It is the ability to rise again after falling, to find the strength to continue even when the path seems unclear, and to trust that the effort is worth it. As we navigate the mysteries of life, resilience becomes a muscle that we strengthen over time. Each challenge we face teaches us how to be more resilient, how to better manage our emotions, and how to remain focused on the bigger picture. With each mystery unraveled, we build the capacity to handle future challenges with greater ease and confidence. The process of unraveling is not just about finding answers, it's about developing the mental and emotional fortitude to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. One of the most important aspects of unraveling the mystery is the realization that it is a lifelong journey. There is no final destination, no ultimate answer that will solve all of life's mysteries. Each answer we uncover leads to more questions. Each revelation opens up new possibilities. This perpetual cycle of discovery is what makes life both challenging and beautiful. The mysteries that we face today may be different from those we face tomorrow, but the process of unraveling them remains the same. It is a continuous journey of learning, adapting, and growing. To embrace this journey fully, we must also embrace the unknown. The mystery is often a reflection of the uncertainty that comes with life. We do not always know what the future holds, and we cannot predict the challenges that will come our way. But rather than fearing the unknown, we must learn to welcome it. The unknown is where growth happens. It is where new opportunities arise, where we are forced to think differently, and where we discover new aspects of ourselves. Without the unknown, there would be no mystery to unravel, no growth to experience, and no resilience to develop. Embracing the unknown means being comfortable with discomfort. It means accepting that we don't have all the answers, and that sometimes we must take risks, make mistakes, and face uncertainty. But in doing so, we create space for growth. Every time we step into the unknown, we learn something new about ourselves, about the world, and about what we are capable of. The unknown forces us to be adaptable, to develop problem-solving skills, and to approach challenges with a mindset of curiosity rather than fear. Unraveling the mystery also involves the willingness to embrace failure. Failure is an inevitable part of life's mysteries. When we attempt to solve a mystery, we often make mistakes, encounter setbacks, and experience frustration. But failure is not the end. It is part of the process. It is through failure that we learn the most valuable lessons. Each mistake we make teaches us something we didn't know before. It shows us what doesn't work, which brings us closer to what will work. Rather than seeing failure as something to avoid, we must learn to see it as an essential part of the journey. The resilience we develop through failure makes us stronger and more capable of facing future challenges. As we unravel the mysteries of life, we must also learn to trust ourselves. Trusting ourselves means believing in our ability to find solutions, to learn from our experiences, and to navigate the uncertainties of life with confidence. It means trusting that even when we don't have all the answers, we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. Trusting ourselves also means having the courage to take action, even when the path forward is unclear. It means having faith that by taking small steps, we will eventually arrive at the answers we seek. In addition to self-trust, unraveling the mystery requires a willingness to seek guidance from others. No one has all the answers, and sometimes we need help navigating the complexities of life. Seeking wisdom from others, whether through mentorship, collaboration, or support, can provide us with valuable perspectives and insights. The mysteries we face are not meant to be solved alone. By reaching out to others, we expand our understanding and increase our chances of finding the answers we seek. Ultimately, the act of unraveling the mystery is not just about discovering external truths or solutions. It is about discovering who we are and what we are capable of. The mysteries we encounter are mirrors that reflect our strengths, our weaknesses, and our potential. By embracing the unknown, by developing resilience, and by trusting ourselves to face whatever challenges come our way, we unlock the path to personal growth. The journey of unraveling is ongoing, but with each mystery we solve, we become more attuned to our own power, more capable of facing whatever comes next, and more prepared to lead lives of purpose, meaning, and resilience.